Well, this summer I had a chance to go through it, and as I mentioned earlier, my twin daughters are in 8th grade this year and getting closer to high school, so we've really we're trying to get our ducks in a row and figure out what we're doing, and make the most informed decisions possible about how how we prepare for homeschool. So I've started reviewing homeschool or high school curriculums and trying to find out more about the different record-keeping systems involved and like what the colleges would be looking for, because that was just kind of a big black hole to me. And like you, Lee, I'm a research hound. I just, the more information I can get my hands on, the better I feel about things. So I decided it was time to contact you after all these years of reading about you. And I saw on your website that you offered this webinar on this subject of high school transcripts for homeschool groups, and I thought, well, that would be neat because I get so many questions from people at the websites. But before pairing up to do this, I thought I really need to take a look at it and feel comfortable with it first. So you were kind enough to send me a copy, and I can honestly say that after going through all the materials, and there's really a ton of information, that any homeschooling parent can do this. The way that Lee has laid out a path, it's doable, and it's flexible, and it's extraordinarily thoroughly. The thing that I like the best is that it's just so adaptable to many different kinds of homeschooling. Whether you're a classical homeschooler, an unschooler, a relaxed homeschooler, the product is so flexible. It can work for all of us. And also, something that was important to me is, if your kids are gifted or if they have special needs and learning disabilities like mine do, it can still help you reflect your child in the most positive light possible, and give your child credit for every kind of learning that takes place, not necessarily just test-based learning. So that was really key to me, and the fact that it just really made me realize that this is not going to be as hard as I thought it might be. And the materials are laid out in a really logical, organized way, and they're not overwhelming, yet there's enough there that that it didn't just seem like a piece of fluff. There's way more information than I expected, even on other topics outside of transcripts. All sorts of freebies and bonuses come with it that have to do with homeschooling, high school, things like the SAT tests and preparing each year sort of a plan for college. And lastly, I guess the fact that you offer the phone support or the phone consultation, no matter how clearly the information is laid out, everybody's always going to have some unique circumstance or question. So I think that's a really good benefit too. And I said to my husband, it was like, well, $47, we would spend that taking all of our kids out to McDonald's one night for dinner, and this is something that will get us through 4 years, multiple children. So, looking at it in that perspective, it really didn't seem so bad. So I would really encourage everybody to take a look. Lee's website alone has so much information that you could spend an evening there. But I was really impressed, Lee.
Oh, great.